Hello everyone and welcome to Chateau de Montmartin. Today the weather is incredible, really incredible, full of sun. We are in the middle of the winter, and even that, even if we are in the middle of winter, we currently have about 10 degrees outside. Maximum was about 14 degrees. No, actually I'm wrong. At one point it reached 17 degrees. Currently we still have 10. Apparently snow is forecasted for some weeks, which will start next week apparently. But for the moment I'm enjoying an incredible sun outside. Look at this terrace, full of sun. What a gigantic terrace with an incredible view and an incredible sun. I hope that the wind, there is a slight wind at the moment, I hope it's not destroying the recorded sound. I am walking on the terrace. I love it. I love it. Look at these alley of trees, of linden trees, that I have already mentioned in the previous videos. The view is just crazy. Yeah, that was just a short introduction, because today we are going to my medieval tower. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I've received some private messages asking me that people just wanted to see more about it, so I've decided to guide you through it. So currently walking down the original medieval path that is returning to the village, and I'm gonna enter the forest, go downhill a bit. Here you see, turning around so you can see it. That's the beginning of the little pathway. Just walking down a bit. All of that is part of my land and my forest, and here it is. Here we can see it a bit. The medieval tower is still sitting strong here, really gripped to the hill. We're going down now. I'm walking down to it because I want to capture the view of this tower that looks super small from the upside, but from downside we can see that actually it's more than 4 meters high, probably about 5 meters high. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna walk into wild grass, wild stuff. Here you can see in the background incredible linden tree alley that I have presented in the previous video. I am walking now through my forest to the original path that was the medieval entrance to join the castle. It's very common actually in the Middle Ages, to have this kind of pathway through the forest that would basically bring you to the castle. Here there are many stones actually, for one single reason. Here you can still see a wall actually that is still holding firm, and that was simply just holding the original path, and here most probably the wall has been destroyed also by these kind of massive trees. Okay, continue to walking in the forest. I'm really not far away from my chateau. My chateau is just over there. You can see it. just over there. Oh, one other thing that is super important to mention. So here is the moment where I'm not fully sure about the English word. I think it's a well. So maybe you can distinguish a round shape of stones full of plants that is actually a very, very old, probably 400 years old well that goes down there, down inside the hill, up to over there. The rumor, and actually I found it's more than a rumor, I found it in an old book. I found that this well is more than 70 meters deep. It's really incredible. Oh, I can hear some hunters shooting in the hill, on the hill nearby. That's kind of scary. Here we are. I'm continuing down the way. More rocks. This is definitely looking like a rock that was shaped by a human being, most probably for window, I would say, considering the shape. Many other stones and rocks all around, and ta-ta, here we are, medieval tower. I'm walking just a bit more so you have a better view. Here it is. You can see it pointing out the hill, more than 4 meters high. We're gonna remove with a lot of people. We haven't decided yet if we're gonna organize a kind of a work done with a lot of local inhabitants, kind of something where everyone participates, kind of a charity in a way, and or doing it with some Boy Scouts that may help, at least removing all the plants that are eating up this tower. It doesn't look that impressive, but it's actually 5 meters high. There is a vaulted cave down. You can maybe see a hole just at the base. Actually, oh, super difficult to point out. Actually here, it's the entrance of a cave, but there is another entrance from the side where we can enter the vaulted cave, that is where everyone can stand, actually, be standing. Yeah, this is basically a medieval tower. It was built, we think, in about late 16th century, so probably in the around the year 1580, something like that. There was actually a medieval castle standing there instead of mine, that was built in the 16th century about, and that was destroyed in 1637. I have found some old archives that describes all of that. So this, I don't know if you can see it here, maybe, yeah, here it is behind me. This old medieval tower is one of the remaining tower that was making the whole defense medieval castle that was sitting there. Yeah, that concludes my little tour in the forest just in front of my castle. I haven't decided yet how or what or when I'm gonna work on this tower. Most probably, first step is removing all the plants. Second step is consolidate it with new rocks, maybe some cement. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do. And then the idea would be to build it back again. Maybe in wood, maybe in stones. I haven't decided yet. With the intention to make it an incredible bed and breakfast. That's the whole idea about this tower. So we'll see what the future will be. Bye bye.